Thank you, Pastor, for that wonderful session. Lord, I want to be a Christian in my heart. I felt like we were living one line outside, but that was really good. And that brings us to our study this evening, beginning from the verse of chapter 6 of Ephesians, verse 12. We will be talking about what is happening right now in the world. There is what they call FIFA World Cup. And it's all about the world of games. Let's, since Pastor has prayed, let's continue. In the book of Ephesians chapter 6, verses 12, the Bible says, for we do not wrestle against flesh and blood, but against the principalities, against powers, against the rulers of the darkness of this world. Good evening, church family, wherever you are watching from, and those listening online through the teleconference, and those of us physically present. Welcome to Midweek Devotion, and this is where we meet as God's children. Elsewhere, people are congregating to form a funny base whereby they can celebrate their teams. We have seen that we have been privileged that some of the teams are playing around here. And I was also privileged this week to attend one of the games. I have seen what happens. And it is funny that the tickets are very expensive and those places are very full. But we are in a World Cup season, and many of us have been watching those exciting matches. And before I talk about what I saw 2 days ago, Muungano Christian Choir, they sang once a song that Tu Uwanjani wa Mchezo. And then Refa Hana Uruma, the referee has no mercy, has no pity. And then what happens? Wana wa Mungu wanalia na kisha Refa Hana Uruma na shetani anacheka. That's one of the songs I was looking for a long time for Muungano Christian Choir. And it really took me back to what's happening right now. And therefore, 2 days ago, I watched a game where the referee denied a penalty kick. And those of us watching online, I know some of us watching the game, and people were like, why can't he give them the penalty so that they can kick the ball, and then maybe that will be a win to one team. And what I saw is that I saw that one team, it felt cheated. The players, I saw them protesting, and even the fans were frustrated. And everyone felt that the justice has not been served. So as I watched, God impressed something in my heart, and many Christians feel exactly the same way. And therefore, sometimes we feel unfair. Sometimes it feels like the referee has no pity, just like the song says. And it comes to a point that you have prayed, but the answer did not come. You have worked hard, but someone else received that opportunity. You know, you work very hard, you say, I'm going to be promoted. And instead of your promotion, somebody else is being promoted in your state. You have remained faithful, but you are still carrying heavy burdens. And therefore, when I was looking at verse 12 of chapter 6, I saw what the song was talking about, that Satan, the devil, stands on the sidelines laughing, hoping that you will give up. And therefore, church family, as we read tonight, let me remind you that the earth is not just a playground. The earth is a battlefield. And that's what I want to talk in the few, 4 or 5 more minutes remaining. I want to say that the team, Jesus' team, is on the field. And some of the players are crying. What we see is that some of the players have been wounded. We can see some of the players have been discouraged. And some are wondering if if Jesus is really indeed, if God still sees them. Does he see us? But our battle is not against the people. What the verse here says is that it is not against the bosses, our boss. It's not against our neighbors. Our battle is not against our relatives or even the government. It is a spiritual battle. Why a spiritual battle? Because the enemy's greatest strategy is not necessarily to destroy you immediately. What he does, he convinces you to quit before the final whistle. And therefore, this evening, I want to encourage us in that even as we wrestle in this world whereby we have heard from verse 12, but we do not wrestle against the flesh and blood, but against the principalities, their powers, against the rulers of darkness of this world. I want to take you back to chapter 16 of John, verse 33, to remind us that, what did Jesus say? 16:33 says, in this world, I want to read, in this world, you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Yes, what Jesus says here, there will be difficult moments. There will be controversial calls. There will be delays. There will be disappointments. But remember this, that God is not an unjust referee. He is the owner of the entire stadium. And therefore, if I was to give this session a title, I could say that stay in the game until the final whistle. Because some of us have seemed to be, discouraged, exhausted. Some of us have seemed like, we have ran this race for long. He has not come, just like Peter says, we have heard about Jesus several times. Yeah? This is now like a long time. I haven't seen him. I haven't seen the signs. Some of us are growing weary. And therefore, Jesus says, in this world, yes, we will have trouble. There will be difficult moments, like now among our community. There are those who are grieving. There are those who have lost their jobs. Some of us are sick. Some of us are in the hospitals. And some of us are not even able to meet the bills. Life has become so difficult that some of us have given up. And therefore, the Bible reminds us that God is not just like that referee. He is the owner of the entire stadium. Therefore, whenever the coach has abandoned his team, Satan may be laughing today, but he has already lost his championship. There is nothing that encourages players when they know that the team that they are in, the group they are in, they have already lost the points. Even if they lose the game, they know that they won't catch up. And therefore, the devil has already lost the game. He will not catch up anymore because Jesus has won the victory. And the devil has already lost the championship. So at the cross, remember, Jesus had won. And when he said it is finished, Satan may be laughing today, but the cross reminds us that God, Jesus, had already won. But when Jesus rose from the grave, the score changed forever. And therefore, do not remove your jersey. I said 2 days ago when I was at the AT&T here, I received 2 jerseys for one team, Netherlands. They gave me 2 jerseys, and I was like, I'm privileged to have 2 jerseys. And now, if the team you are supporting loses, where do you take the jersey? At times, you take it off out of shame. And if we watched our Kenyan counterparts a few days ago, when Arsenal won, what happened? They took it to the streets, and it was very peaceful. People enjoyed, and we captured those moments. So the thing is, people were very happy because something has been done that has never been done before. And even when we look at the World Cup right now, the teams, some people are rejoicing. However, there are some who are crying. What happens to those who have lost? At times, they throw away the jersey, that T-shirt, because they walk off the field and they permanently sit on the bench, waiting for their season. And therefore, brethren, I want to say that this evening, do not remove your Christian jersey. Do not take it off. Do not walk off the field. Do not sit permanently on the bench. Put on the armor of God. Remember what we have read, Ephesians 6:12. We have to put on that full armor. It doesn't just say armor. It says full armor. Because you cannot just cover your head and say you are safe. Somebody will hit your chest. You cannot just cover your chest and say you are safe. No, you must also take care of your heart. You must take care of the the entire body. And therefore, when Paul says that put on the full armor of God, it means that we must put it on in full. We must keep praying. We must keep worshiping. Whether just like 2 Timothy chapter 3 says, in season and out of season. People are waiting for the right time so that they can preach. People are waiting for the right time so that they can come to worship. Whenever you get a chance, don't take it for granted. Let us keep serving. Let us keep believing, because when that final whistle blows, tears will end. The pain that we are undergoing will end, and Jesus' team will celebrate eternal for victory. But I want also to remind us from the book of John chapter 15 that we must remain connected to the vine. We must remain connected to our coach, to the owner of the entire field, so that we not remain get disappointed, so that we are not ashamed to have our jersey whenever we walk along the streets, because when the final whistle will blow, Jesus' team will celebrate in victory. So the question tonight then, as I wind up, is not whether life has been fair to me or to you. It is not that life has not treated you well. The question is, will you remain faithful to the end? When the congregation is full, when it's not full, when people are coming to prayer, they are not coming to prayer, when it seems like the Bible is the verse is being fulfilled, that at the end times, the love, the faith of many will go weary. Where will you be? And therefore, it's my prayer that we do not be discouraged, but we remain in the game until the final whistle. Because it doesn't matter whether you ran nine laps and then the 10th one you give up. That's why we say I've been in church since I was born. It really doesn't matter. But did you remain faithful until the final whistle? So it's my prayer this evening that members watching online, those of us here, we keep staying in the game, because indeed very soon, the final whistle will blow. And when the final whistle blows, we will rejoice together, we will celebrate together, because indeed he has won the victory. That is what is going to happen to those who will win the FIFA World Cup. They will rejoice. What of those who will lose? And therefore Jesus says there will be two groups, the winners and the losers. Those who remain faithful, they will rejoice and enter into his eternal joy on the right hand. And those who will not be faithful, those who will give up before the final whistle, will move to the left side, and they will be told that your destination is the eternal doom. We do not wrestle so that we get eternal doom. We wrestle, we run the race so that we win the victory, just as Paul says. May God bless us as we remain faithful until the final whistle. I welcome Pastor to finalize with a word of prayer and make some one or two announcements. God bless you.